Put us on the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
Watch us go bananas.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Did I still get the timing right?
I think we did it right.
Okay, cool. Because I couldn't hear part of the intro because we were moving my headphones from the looper.
It was a little. You know, it's crazy. I thought today we had done more prep work than we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we're set. We are good to go. We don't need to fuck with anything. And then forgot the headphones immediately. Welcome to In the Minivan.
Welcome to In the Minivan, you sons of bitches, you sweet sons of bitches. You welcome now coming on.
Ooh. Coming in hot. What is this podcast about, Michael?
Music and
friendship
and
staying positive. I'm Max Fine.
I'm Michael Rowland, and I'm feeling pretty fucking weird.
Tell me why.
I don't know, but
what'd you do this morning?
What did I do this morning?
This is the earliest we've done this in a long time.
It is. Well, I woke up and it's Saturday, so I let myself look at my phone.
Oh, all right, bad boy.
Weekend treat. And then I read some pages of Andre Agassi's autobiography.
God damn it, dude!
What?
There's only so many times you can throw in like, "Hey, I'm reading another like."
I'm in a reading
We'll get
phase.
into
It's
this.
not always this. It's just when it rains, it pours, and now you're feeling insecure because you're not reading no books,
No,
baby.
I'm reading plenty of books.
Talk about it.
We will. First, let's do some housekeeping.
Why? I want to have a book fight.
I would love to have a book fight, but I'd also like for us to have some modicum of success. So if you're listening to this, and thank God that you are, go into those episode notes, subscribe to this podcast, rate and review it on iTunes. Go to our Patreon. You get 2 bonus episodes a month.
Boom.
For $5 a month. $10 a month. You get those bonus episodes. You get some playlists from us every month.
Oh!
You get a sticker.
Oh!
And we're working on t-shirts. After you subscribe for 2 months,
Woo!
we're going to send you a tee, baby.
Yes!
And they are in the works. All right. Now, we generally do something while we wait for people to come and do the stuff. So, while you are liking and subscribing, while you're leaving a review, please leave a review on iTunes. Please donate to our Patreon. And while you do it, Michael has a goddamn jam to give you.
It's weird. Engage. Wrong song. It's weird. Engage. You're subscribing. Right now you're subscribing. You're rating. You're reviewing. You're leaving fire emoji, 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 what 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 fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Stop. Okay.
All right. So at this point, you should be like, subscribed. Now that we've done that, let's get into a book fight. Here's my fucking problem, dude.
Go ahead. What's your fucking problem, dude?
What you do read a lot. There's no question about that. No?
Not consistently.
Not consistently. But every book you read seems to be a biography of a problematic man.
Wait, is he?
I don't know. But I thought I could maybe
throw you in. Slap that at Andre.
Let's find out what Andre...
Don't you dare ruin this before I'm 14 pages in. I'm not going to have you selling this man's name. No, I don't want your Google searches. I'm reading the autobiography, Playboy.
Fine, but you're going to come at me telling me you're reading a book that you're 14 pages into?
Why not? You asked me how I spent my morning, Max.
All right,
I'm excited to share Andre Agassi with everybody. And yeah, I like to read books written by great men. By great men.
Can you tell me the last 5 books you've read?
No.
I can.
Okay, go ahead. Because you're wrong.
Well, okay.
One
is one the Andre Agassi book. We'll leave that in because you're in the process.
We are in process.
2, we're not going to count the one that's little and small that you read every day for 300 days.
Thank you for not counting that one.
And we won't acknowledge it because we canonically have not acknowledged what it is.
Feels like we're acknowledging it.
No, because we don't know the name.
You're right.
3, how many times have you read Greenlights in the last year?
I've only read it once on the page, but I've listened to it on tape, and that all happened last year.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me. It's time to revisit. It's time to revisit.
War and Peace.
Sort of like Sid Arthur. You want to read it once a year. War and Peace. What's wrong with reading?
How many times have you read it?
Twice. Wait. Why is that was so long ago?
Are you not still reading it?
No.
Oh, I thought you were still...
I finished that, and then I read Anna Karenina, Suck My Dick, dude.
Damn, dude. Okay, well, my entire argument holds no water.
I think you're just making me look better, even more like a reader. Is everybody impressed?
I'm impressed as
Is
hell.
everybody impressed by my books? I'm sorry. I do feel very
I love this. This is exciting as hell.
Like?
This is all I've ever wanted.
I'm coming undone on the pod.
Tell me why.
I don't know.
All right, so you read Andre...
It's a rainy Saturday. I read Andre Agassi, and it's...
Did you do your workouts?
Today?
Yeah.
No.
That's why. That's what it is.
Oh, I got a lot of extra energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a dog that hasn't been walked. I'm chewing up the furniture.
Yeah, man. Bite down hard. All right.
Really hard.
So what are you reading about Andre? What have they covered so far?
It's just, honestly, the way they get into the book is really cool. It's him and his mentality before he goes on to have, like, I think the last match of his life. It's his last matchup. His body is breaking down from years of being an athlete and stopping on a dime, as he says. And it's all very eloquent, what he says and the way he says it. He co-wrote it with somebody, the guy that wrote The Tender Bar, which I did not read.
I didn't see the movie.
But I saw the movie, and it's like, this feels like you had to read the book. The book
really?
was better. Yeah.
Did you? Oh, you didn't like the movie? That's been on my list for like 2 years.
I watched that a year ago, around the time that I was revisiting Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights on Tape.
Sure. Anytime you're having a crisis, you need to watch a flailing alcoholic and read Matthew McConaughey.
That's right.
I get it.
Or you can do both and just read Ernest Hemingway. Come on, baby.
No, I don't read any of this.
Okay, great.
I was coming at you, and it's really starting to put into perspective how little I read. I'm thinking to myself, like, no, I'm all high and mighty because I'm 300 pages into The Power Broker. And
Still cool. We like to read about Walter Mosley.
Robert Moses.
All the credibility I tried to build up by saying my book's gone.
I'll bleep.
We're still both just
dumber than
fully
shit.
Dumb assholes.
Well, it's becoming more and more apparent to me because my news is like it stopped being political, and it is like Kanye West is okay with the Jews now.
Yeah.
That's been my morning, is revisiting the fact that Kanye West hated the Jews and decided Jonah Hill's performance in 21 Jump Street was good enough for me to forgive anything that I had.
You know what's so funny is I woke up and I saw that exact same thing. Kanye posted the poster of 21 Jump Street. Did not give a shout out to my man Channing Tatum at all.
At all.
And I woke up to that and I said, and then I rolled over and pulled out Andre Agassi's book and I was like, the smell of a good book.
Well,
save me.
Here's what I love. We woke up and saw this, which means Jonah Hill probably woke up and saw this too.
He's not even awake yet. He's in L.A.,
Yeah,
baby.
he's in L.A.
He's asleep. He has no idea what's happened in the night.
Because I feel like he wakes up in the morning, doesn't look at his phone. He goes straight to the beach to surf.
He's got to do things for his mental health, for sure. We all saw Stutz.
Yes.
He's not waking up and checking his phone.
No, which means there are 4 hours going by where Jonah Hill's cruising, riding away thinking to himself,
hey,
man.
mahalo, brothers.
Yeah.
They're like, Jonah.
Everybody's thrilled to see him out on the waves, and he's probably thinking to himself, like, damn, it really is a bummer that Kanye West hates the Jews.
Yeah, and
like,
then he's also like, man, I don't know if life could get any better.
Yeah, and then he opens his phone. What the fuck?
But then also part of him has to be like, pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Dude, he is carrying the weight of every American Jew right now, and it's a real honor to bestow.
But also Kanye is clearly trying to troll everybody. It's a clear troll. Right? You think he's genuinely like, I like Jews now because of Jonah Hill.
I kind of thought that's what it was.
No, I think it's his weird version of trying to be funny.
Really?
Yeah. Damn. Where he was also, he says perverse shit as a means to some other end, and everybody's like,
I guess, but I was really excited to think that this is all it took.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can continue to think that because I really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you my assumption.
My assumption is that he finally did. He'd watched I guess what's more confusing to me is how did it take him this long to watch 21 Jump Street? What was going on in his mind in 2023
Dude, I think
where he
came back around because I just watched 21 Jump Street 2 weeks ago, and I was with Terrence and Harrison. Yeah. They were like, it's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
I was like, yeah, it's pretty funny. Ice Cube's got a great spot.
Ice Cube also hates the Jews.
Is that true?
I think so, yeah.
Interesting.
But this is the guy that also said Andre Agassi was a problematic person and they had nothing to back that up.
You didn't let me look it up.
I didn't let you look it up. You're right about... Well, let's look up Ice Cube doesn't like Jewish people.
Ice Cube Jews.
Yeah, okay. No, that's what you go into Google with raw.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Ice Cube Jews.
Get us what we want.
Ice Cube criticized for posting anti-Semitic images and conspiracy theories. And what a
Damn it.
I mean, look, dude. It's just something that we have to accept.
What, anti-Semitism?
From rappers. There's a very consistent thread here. No, I'm not doing this. We're cutting that.
Trust me, it's not just rappers. There's a pretty consistent thread through the Middle East, a lot of China.
Yeah. And for most of time,
most countries, most of time.
God damn it. Well, I'm not going to start a race war on this podcast.
I don't think you are at all. I just think it's interesting just because I'm listening to the Hitler podcast. You're right. We don't need to do this.
We don't need to talk race. We'll cut all of this.
This isn't race so much as it's religion. You're right. Cut it all.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to leave in is just every time we say, let's cut it.
I think because we said let's cut it so much, we might be able to leave it in.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's try it out.
Is that real?
I don't know. I think it's us acknowledging our mistakes, and I think as long as
also, we're pretty quick to be like, we don't fucking know.
We have no idea what we're talking about, and I don't want to make any.
The old Bill Burr method.
Is that what he does?
Well, it's a good thing because you make all your jokes and they seem sort of heavy-handed, and at the end you're just like, I don't know what the fuck.
I like that, dude. I like shirking responsibility in a heartbeat.
What it makes him one of the greats.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I feel crazy too. I had quite a night last night. What are you doing? Oh,
I'm trying to fix the table.
Oh, there he is.
Had quite a night, did you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, it's becoming apparent to me that my pot intake is just too high.
Yeah.
Or my tolerance is too high.
Because your intake is too high.
No, well, yeah, maybe, but like, I don't know.
For sure.
So our friend Django, you know Django, right?
Django Gold.
Yes.
I really don't know him that
he's wonderful. He's super funny. And he's also, if you're in New York, he's recording his special May 13th. Go check it out.
Go check it out.
At the Gutter. We're hanging out, and we were like, all right, it's Friday. Neither of us have spots tonight. We're just going to have a hang, and we're going to get real fucking high. So we show up. I show up to his house. We're eating edibles. We're eating some mushroom chocolates. We're smoking like 6 joints. And then we're like, let's go.
Lord in heaven, man.
Well, dude, this is the thing. Like, I was really excited about legal weed, and now I'm really against it.
Why?
I'm coming out.
It's too easy?
It's too accessible, man. Like, this shouldn't be so easy. I shouldn't be able to just walk by a dispensary.
But it's like this with alcohol. Everywhere.
I agree, and it shouldn't be this easy.
Why?
Because it shouldn't.
Take responsibility, goddammit.
I won't take responsibility. This is the government trying to fucking make me take responsibility for my own actions. I used to love.
What?
I used to not love. I used to appreciate that I used to have to go and make a journey to buy pot.
Uh-huh.
Now it's you go through the East Village, every block has like 6 dispensaries on it.
Sure.
And you can buy pre-rolls at all of them, and you can buy weed at all of them.
But they're also very highly priced. So
no, they're not.
They're not anymore?
It's cheaper.
Every joint's been like, do you want to pay $16 for this joint? And I'm like,
dude, fuck that.
My ass.
First off, you shouldn't be doing it that way.
Okay, sorry.
There's ways to do this, but the reason I think I'm buying more pot is it is so much more reasonably priced than any pot dealer I've ever been to.
Okay.
You can buy an eighth for $20.
Lord in heaven.
Yeah, man. And they keep telling you this is Bronx pricing.
Wait, okay, so how did we get here? Because what happened last night that made you be like, the weed is too accessible?
Well,
because you were in somebody's house when you smoked 6 joints.
I was on their porch.
Yeah.
And we were together. It wasn't like I was just doing this on my own.
I know.
So here's what actually happened. We had a very fun time. We start getting high. He was like, dude, you'll never believe what I found on the street the other day. I was like, what? He's got a fucking pull-up bar. Like one of those, you know, in the gym, they've got the things. It's got the pull-up bars. It's got the arm wrestling.
Yeah.
He found one on the street.
Oh, that's a good find,
dude.
buddy. I'd be stoked if I found
So
one
after 3 joints, we're just doing that for like 45 minutes. It's just 2 dudes dressed well.
Yeah.
He was wearing dress shoes. I had jeans on.
Yeah.
And we're just working out, watching each other like, you do you, dude. Like, you do you, dude.
Yeah.
And we're having a great time. And then the mushrooms kicked in and was like, we should walk. And we did. We just started walking around the Lower East Side. We got some food. And as we're walking, it's like, fuck, there's another dispensary. Let's get a couple more pre-rolls. And then we're walking towards the show we did last night. And it's like, well, fuck, we can smoke more on these on the way. And then we're walking by. We see another dispensary. We go in there. They're like, hey, good news.
What is this, Amsterdam?
It feels like it.
But you don't have to do this.
I know, but it's new, so it's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
It's exciting.
It is if you make that the plan for the night and you're like, all right, I guess we're doing this. I would have had a panic attack after the first joint. This sounds insane to me.
Well, Michael, you got to be totally aware. I'm having panic attacks constantly.
You're like the Hulk,
dude. Yeah,
I'm always angry.
Well, because so last night we were going to show. So we're meeting our friend Evan Rollins, who's a comic from Atlanta, who's up in town. It was like, fuck yeah, let's hang out. You were doing a show, and so it's like I'll meet Evan at this show, and then I get there and they're like, do you want to do some time? And I was like, I do, but you need to be aware. I've eaten some mushrooms. I've smoked a lot of pot. I've eaten 200 milligrams of edibles.
God damn it. It's so hard to hear.
It's hard
200 milligrams. Dude.
I don't think it's as strong as it used to be.
Oh.
Everybody talks about how weed is so much stronger than it used to be. I don't think that's true.
I feel like you're the weed equivalent of a guy that's just in the woods drinking moonshine all day.
Yeah, well, you got to drink 16 of these if you want to feel a little tincture of a buzz. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm looking to feel some toe tingles.
Meanwhile, somebody else comes up, drinks it for the first time, and goes blind.
Well, that's the thing that I realized. This is when I realized it was maybe too much. I was smoking a joint. Django and I were okay. Django was like, I think I'm okay. And I was like, what? He was like, we've had a lot of pot, dude. And I was like, huh. And then I said, well, I'm going to finish this and leave because now I'm embarrassed.
Okay.
And I had quite a walk to myself.
Is it possible that they just gave y'all like those CBD joints or something?
I think that's what this is. I think a lot of these dispensary joints aren't good.
Okay.
And so I'm smoking a lot of them, but Django is like, I don't need any more. And I was like, how the fuck are you high, dude?
Yeah.
So maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know, man. I don't want you to feel judged by me, but
Really?
Yeah, I know.
I think that you need to think about what you say before you say it, because
that's true. I want you to feel.
You say, yeah, you want me to feel judged, but that's okay. I should feel judged.
Because I care about him. Also, like, don't smoke this much pot.
You know what, dude? It's not like alcohol though, where like the consequences were rough and immediate, and you knew it.
Yeah.
I went up on stage last night, and I was like, damn.
Seemed like you're doing great.
I was like, I should have filmed this set. This would have been a great one to get a tape of.
Yeah.
And then I walked out, and it's like, am I supposed to feel guilty? Because I don't. I don't feel bad at all.
Well, I didn't mean to make...
No, you're not going to make me feel bad. The only way... It's going to have to be like booze. I'm going to have a set that's so bad... Where I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
But like last night, I was like, I'm not even doing material.
We're gonna live forever, dude.
Yeah, dude. I was like riffing, and then
that's real.
And then I see him going like this, and I was like, wrap up. They're like, no, keep going. I was like, oh hell yeah, dude.
Let's roll.
Yeah. And so, as far as I'm concerned, this is a performance enhancing drug until it isn't.
That's right. Which brings us back to Andre Agassi.
So tell me, what's he up to?
He's suffering, dude.
Oh, really?
13 pages in, and he is in abject pain. He's in terror. He's at war with his own mind.
Just his body?
His body's breaking down, but he's going through the sort of mental gymnastics you have to do going into a heavy tennis match. And he's very poetic about the whole thing. It's kind of beautiful. He talks about how tennis mimics life. The terminology they use are all terms that are constant in life, where it's like a set. Wait, no, sorry.
Game, set, match.
Love
1540.
Yeah, but I don't know the other terms. He made a really good point, and all I can remember is love. Where I'm like, yeah, love is part of life.
I mean, dude, you know what's funny is you've read enough of these biographies to have the framework to just put this into your life. And I love that you keep reading it.
Well, you got to keep filling the tank. You need a sort of constant inspiration, and it's good to get it from different sources. Successful boys that do things that are different than what you do.
That's right. And but it's just funny because this is the same thing you said about McConaughey. Where it's like, he just frames things in this way. It's like, why don't you just write a book?
Maybe one day I can. Maybe one day I'll have the inspiration and the wherewithal and the actual...
There's no maybe here. Michael, I'm putting this out into the world. You're going to be a New York Post best-selling author. Maybe not the Times, but you will hit the Post.
I'll hit the Post. I would love to be on the Post.
Oh, really? That's such an easy thing to do.
How do I do it? And how do I make them make a pun out of my last name?
Michael, I guess like Roland.
Maybe if I'm murdered and thrown into a river and they're like rolling
down the river. Yeah, okay. Are you suggesting that you want to be murdered and thrown into a river?
I don't know. I like the idea of getting into some nasty business with some mob folk.
I definitely like the idea of getting murdered.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I think it's a way cooler way to die. Murder's the only cool way to die.
That is so false.
Really?
What a weird blanket statement.
What do you think is a cooler way to die?
You can go out. Okay, I guess this is murder. If you're like jumping in front of a bullet for somebody, that's still murder.
Yeah.
You can. There's also manslaughter. So there.
Okay, don't bring legal jargon into it. If you're killed by another person, that's the only. I think that's.
What about jumping out of a plane and your parachute doesn't work?
No, because that's on you.
Yeah, but it's still kind of. Oh yeah, then it's kind of stupid.
You chose to get into the plane.
Now it's like, oh, you idiot! Why didn't you make sure your parachute worked?
Or why did you choose to go skydiving, you dipshit?
Well, so a lot of people get it. A lot of people are like down for skydiving.
Sure.
What about, fuck, I really can't
There's no other cool way to die.
Come on, just think about it.
I have.
Be a scientist. Try to prove yourself wrong.
No, I'm proving myself right. Okay?
Because we're comedians.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, so prove myself wrong. I don't know. I guess it could be fun to... the only other cool way could be maybe if you've got cement shoes on.
Oh, no. Then that's murder, too. What if I like put on cement shoes
as a bit
where I'm like, oh no, guys, here I go, I'm gonna jump in the water,
right? And
then you fall in.
I like a guy that's like, I'm gonna kill myself, and everyone's like, okay, what a bit, and they're just watching.
Dude, that's what happens to the guy in Tiger King. Remember his like young lover who just like get high and play with guns, and he was like fucking around, and he put a gun to his head, and then it was like, oh shit.
Dude, Tiger King seems like 10 years ago.
I know. It was a lifetime ago.
Fuck. But I remember watching him when he first came out. Like, Ren Robinson and I were watching his video for running.
Oh, Ren would have, known.
We were watching him run for president, and we were like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
So funny.
I don't want to talk too much about Joe Exotic in the year 2023.
That's fair.
We should leave him where he was. And I think he's in prison.
He is.
Oh.
Free my man, dude.
Well, so
free
this
him, free Todd Chrisley.
All right, you know what? I like this being the conceit of the podcast. Freeing clearly guilty men.
That's the conceit of the podcast?
I kind of like
I like it as a small, fun segment of the podcast.
Okay, fine.
Sorry.
No, I think you're right. I have big ideas that need to be tempered.
And that's true. And sometimes I think too small, and I need somebody to show me the bigger picture.
Damn, dude.
That's right,
Ain't this a perfect combination?
I know.
Well, you want to listen to some tunes?
Yes, dude.
What you got today? You want to start it off?
I'm obsessed with this song by Key Glock. It's called Chromosomes.
Who is this?
Key Glock.
Do you know anything about him?
He's a Memphis rapper. I think he's on Young Dolph's label, and I'm a big fan. Clark Franzman's also a huge fan.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Clark texted me this morning. Clark texted me last night, and he texted me the morning before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I sent him that sketch that
he sent me a text about your sketch saying sketch is good.
Yeah, and he texted me again this morning to be like, I'm reading it again.
Hell yeah.
And Clark's the only one that's really flipped out over this.
Wash my hands, what?
What? Yeah, anyways.
I was pissed. All right, you ready?
Let's do
Chromosomes by Key Glock. Let's go. I'm just starting in the middle. Money running through my chromosomes. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hoes are trying to take me home. 5, 6 braces on my wrist look like a pot.
You know what, man? I'm not into it.
Bro, I love this.
That's okay. You can. This sounds like everything else.
No, it's better than everything else.
But why?
I don't know. It just feels more genuine and less shitty.
Money, 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 money.
But I like it when he does it. I really do. He's doing it. I'm like, yo, I can feel myself in the studio just be like, go. Oh, yeah, shit.
I think
he's just vibing.
It's probably really fun to watch someone do this.
Dude.
But I don't think it's, like, exciting.
That's fair.
And I say that, and, like, because I'm having a pretty good hip-hop week. This new Danny Brown JPEG Mafia album is amazing.
You got a track off there on here?
Yeah, I don't remember which one I put on, but, like,
Shut your bitch ass up.
Oh, Muddy Waters?
Muddy Waters.
Yeah, this song's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
By JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown.
Shut the fuck up talking to me.
Oh, I like it.
Too much for you? Right up.
It's
chaotic. Yeah. I like Danny Brown, though, because it is chaotic, and it is a lot, and it is heavy.
I mean, yeah. This is true to form for sure. The Danny Brown stuff I always like is when he's keeping it a little more mellow.
I prefer, I will say this, until I heard this out, I think this came out like yesterday. But
really?
Yeah.
I love it. Danny Brown keeps working. He's got a podcast too.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
I
he
bet
just
that's
does wild
fun.
shit. He lives his life on his own terms. I respect the hell out of Danny Brown.
You know what? I like Danny Brown, I think, honestly, better as a feature. Really? I always like him. When he shows up on something, I'm always like, this is the best verse. It's great. Yeah. But this album has been, I mean, I just heard it yesterday, and I'm so hyped on it. I was listening to this all the way on the walk home. I put in 15,000 steps yesterday listening to this album.
No hell.
Yeah, yes, hell.
No hell.
Hell is real, and we are headed towards it.
Okay, brother, where are we at on time?
We've got so much time.
We've got so much time?
We've probably got another 30 we can do.
Okay, boy, howdy. Well, I don't want to blow the whole wad.
Well, then let's do this. Do we want to talk about why you're going home?
Oh, we can talk about it.
We don't have to.
No, I mean we got to honor.
Because there is a whole dark cloud hanging over the pod today.
Oh well, I don't think it's too dark.
It's not that it's dark, but it's sad nonetheless.
It is. My grandmother, who you guys might know from my comedy routines, I talk about her all the time. She passed away on Wednesday. Jackie Kavanaugh.
Rest in peace.
Jackie Lee.
Rest in peace,
She kept
Jackie.
the name Kavanaugh because her and my grandfather got divorced, and she didn't want my mom to have to explain why she had a different last name than her mom.
That's really sweet.
My grandmother is a genuinely very sweet, incredibly kind, effervescent, wonderful woman.
Let's talk about, because I met her once.
Yeah.
And she was so nice and so drunk.
My grandmother
Can we talk about that?
Yes, of course. My grandmother loved to have a great time. I remember I brought her, there's a couple stories I love to tell. One of them is, it was when we went to the Wormhole, and it was like my first time doing a long, long set was at the Wormhole, and my grandmother was still living in Savannah at the time, so I brought her, and this is when her dementia was still somewhat
manageable.
New, and manageable, and she came, and the Wormhole is a dive bar. It's a shit bar. It's it's a dirty Coke kind of little baggy place. And I remember I brought my grandmother in there.
I like that as a description, because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's a place where you're going to find a loose bag that has cocaine next to an empty bag that has nothing.
Yeah. And it's bad.
The worst wings in the world. I've eaten those wings 100 times, and I've never been happy.
Just drinking fucking the worst well whiskey you ever had.
It's the only place I've done a show where I think I got 6 drinks on stage.
Really?
Yeah, because I ordered 2. It's the only place I think I've ever been comfortable enough being like, bartender, can I get another shot and a beer up onto the stage?
And it's a shot and a beer kind of place.
And they'll deliver it to the bar, and it's totally normal.
The beer is Miller High Life or PBR.
Yes, and then... Yeah, sorry. All right, so keep going.
So that's the place. And I remember I brought my grandma in there, and she goes, "Oh my God, Michael, where are we?" And I was like, "This is the Wormhole on Bull Street." She goes, "I love places like this. I used to hang out in places like this when I was a girl." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, oh my God, I love this."
Yeah.
And then I get her some wine. I get her a bottle of white wine, and she's not thinking, so she just takes it down while she's watching the show. And I didn't realize it makes her dementia worse.
Well, and here's what else I don't think you realized when you bought her the bottle of wine. There were 2 shows.
Yeah.
And so I was headlining the first one. You were headlining the second. And she stayed for all of it.
Same spot.
Same spot starts. So, because my show started at 8, and there was an opener, feature, and me.
Right.
And then your show started at like 10, which means it was an opener, feature, than you.
Yep.
So you probably didn't get on stage till about 11.
And by that time, my grandmother has had 2 bottles of white wine.
Yeah, she's been there since 7:30.
Just chilling. And I keep being like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Oh, I'm good." I'm like, "You want to move?" She's like, "No."
She kept pulling me as I would walk by, because she was like, because the dementia definitely hit after that first bottle. So first thing, you were so funny, huh? You were so funny. You're so funny.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes later, I go, "Who are you? Do you know my grandson?"
She's great.
I was sitting at the table with her for a second.
Yeah.
And I sat down and said, "You were so funny." And then within 5-10 minutes of sitting there, "Who are you? Do you know my grandson?"
Yeah. So she got lit, and it just made it. I remember I was driving her home. I had to carry her to the car, like legitimately firemen carry my grandma to the car, because she had a walker, and then on top of that, she's hammered.
And I remember, because it was me, I think Anthony Driver. Does that sound right?
We had to get multiple people.
There were a handful of people that we got to help, but then all of us went to the VFW hall. You went to drive your grandma home, and then you met us after.
No, I didn't. Did I?
No.
I don't
Maybe
remember.
that was a different Savannah
Because I
time.
remember we stayed and watched the Tonys.
That's right, because the next morning, you and I got breakfast.
Yeah.
And you were telling me what happened in the car ride home.
Dude, I get her in the car, and, 2 bottles of wine, the dementia's kicked up, and I'm driving her, and she goes, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I'm your grandson. I'm Michael." She goes, "No." "What?" I go, "Yeah, I'm Michael." She goes, "That's impossible, because Michael is a man." She thought I was a lady driving her home, and I was like, man, we got to get you to bed, buddy.
But I love, because you talk about it, like your grandmother's willingness to get in the car with a stranger.
Oh, yeah. And, dude, that was just, she was just a very cool person. We brought her to the Star Bar once.
Oh, really?
My sister and brother, yeah. And she loved it. She loved being at Star Bar, all of it.
Did your parents ever do Star Bar?
No, they never came. And then I remember, I think at one point, Rodney, called her out and honored her. Everybody, clapped for her. And she was dressed in, an all-floral print, suit. And so Rodney made this joke where it was like, your grandmother's dressed like she runs a drug cartel. And I was like, oh, for sure. That's yeah.
Did she get it?
That's the look. No. At that point, she was pretty
pissed drunk and
yeah, in the bag. But she was really cool, man. She was a great lady. She always was the person that got me into. She took me to see the Full Monty at the Fox Theater when I was 12.
Really?
The Full Monty's about men stripping. Yeah. She took me to see that show at the Fox Theater when I was 12. And I remember other old people were there looking at me like, they're letting kids in this show now. And my grandma's like, don't you worry about them, baby. We going. Come on.
Oh,
She's
I love that.
Yeah, man. She was all about. I used to go to spend the summers with her, and I'd go to theater camp or other camps, and she'd take me to see shows. We saw different theater shows in Savannah together. We'd always go see movies.
What did she say
was the
about your
best,
late
man.
night set?
She wasn't really all there for it. She was able to watch it and enjoy it, but I think the memory of it leaves pretty quick.
Had she heard any of the bits you were doing about her?
I'm sure she had, but I think by that point, none of it stuck super hard.
Yeah.
But she always really enjoyed it. She loved coming out to shows when she could, and she was a great lady. She really was a very kind, sweet, and supportive person. I remember I asked her when I was younger, because I think my mom turned out really good. I was like, "Ma, how'd you do such a good job raising mom? What do you think the secret is to raising kids?" She goes, "Oh, you just love them a lot." She's like, "You just let them be who they are. You just love them a lot." I remember once, because I was starting to write jokes about her, and I think I wanted to see, because, it was easy to make jokes about being Southern, and I wanted to see if she was bigoted in some kind of way, which she never, showed that she was when I was growing up.
She was born in Savannah?
Yeah. And she fucking... Or on the outskirts. And I remember I called her when I was in college, and it was when everybody was saying John Travolta was gay. And I called her and I was like, "Grandma, do you like John Travolta?"
I love that you're just trying to goad your Southern family into coming out as racist.
I was such a little piece of shit.
Yeah, you're a scumbag, dude.
It's easy.
No, dude. You're just this is the thing.
This is payback for me giving you a hard time about
it's coming,
too much
dude.
weed.
This is the blueprint for every fucking millennial during 2020. Where it's how can we goad our parents into admitting they don't like black people or something like that?
It was definitely a good bit of that when I was younger. And so I called her and I was like, I heard John Travolta's gay. How do you feel about that? And she was like, she paused on the other end of the line. She was like, I think it's okay as long as he's a nice person. She was confused by
Very
the question.
chill about it.
Yeah, she was like, why would you even ask me this? She's like, it's cool if he's a nice guy. She's
Isn't that...
And she flipped it up. She was like, what the fuck's what's your problem? I was like, oh, no. I don't know. I thought maybe you. And she was like,
no,
what?
I was trying to see if you were homophobic.
And she's like, okay, well, bye. I was like, okay, bye. Sorry.
Good talk.
Yeah, good talk.
That's dude. That's always a funny thing when you're doing something like that with the intent of outing someone like that, and then you've got to deal with the two feelings of severe relief and severe frustration. It's God damn it, I thought I had you pinned.
Yeah.
I remember doing something like that to my mom. I was like, did you hear this guy's gay? And my mom was like, yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
And I was like, but no, aren't you supposed to? No.
I mean, I don't care.
I don't care. I don't give a shit. I want to yell at you, and I don't really have a real reason to. Let me see if I can dig one out. But that's great, dude. And she grew up in Savannah.
Yep.
She
lived her whole life in Savannah, and she was a great woman.
Well, hell, rest in peace, Jackie Lee.
Rest in peace, Jackie Lee. We love you. We love you forever. you will live on in memory and in my heart, and I will always try to honor the person that you thought I was.
And I think it's cool that you told stories about her on television.
Oh yeah,
and that's a really cool way to
for sure
honor that.
I'm really happy I got to do that, and I love her. I genuinely just one of the most supportive people in my whole life, who was always trying to expose me to good stuff and just believed in me. When I was a kid, she loved the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Uh-huh.
And me and Rosie O'Donnell.
And you tried to see if she was homophobic later on?
Touche, dude. She fucking loved the Rosie O'Donnell show, and me and Rosie O'Donnell shared a birthday.
I was waiting for you to hear what the second part of the me and Rosie O'Donnell.
I love Rosie, dude.
I do too, but I was waiting to see how you were going to compare yourself to her.
It's called like A Special with Heart or something. It's on HBO, and she talks about the signs of a heart attack. That's just good. That's a good ass special that nobody
really
watched. Yeah, Rosie rips. But we share a birthday, and on her birthday, she has other people on that have her birthday.
Real quick, wait, stop, slow the fuck down. Happy birthday.
Oh.
We didn't do anything about this on the...
because it was... Nobody's supposed to know. It was great. What a great birthday. Nobody knew except people close to me.
I don't mean to keep cutting you off. It's just okay. There's all these things in your life that I know you're not going to talk about. And I was like, we got to get into it a little bit.
A little bit. Well, my birthday was great.
What'd you do?
You're going to hate what I did. You're going to make fun of what I did.
That's the point, Michael.
Right.
Right, you get it.
Okay, I went to jiu-jitsu.
And why am I going to make fun of that?
Because it's lame. And
no, it's not. Here's the thing. You are so self-conscious about things that you think are lame when it's just I think you're averse to the idea of bettering yourself. Not averse to it.
No, I'm obsessed with it.
But you're embarrassed about it.
It's not a likable thing.
I disagree.
Well,
I disagree. This is nothing. I'm not going to make fun of the jiu-jitsu, but keep going.
I did that. I took a Spanish lesson with my new Spanish teacher.
There we go.
I have a new Spanish teacher, Jennifer,
and you tell me about this. I've never heard of an hourly Spanish teacher.
Our Spanish teacher, where you just do it over Zoom. And
yes.
It's great. She's wonderful.
And
she's really helpful.
So that was around 11 a.m.?
That was around 2 p.m. So before that, we're just relaxing. We're doing a little bit of writing.
Uh-huh.
We want to do our comedy writing if we can. Having some coffee. And then after that, I read, and I just chilled in my house and watched TV. It was great. I watched more of the morning show.
I have to get back to that. I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, I did too. It took me a long time to get into it, and then I really liked the end of the first season, and sort of up to the middle point of the second season, I really dug.
I gotta watch because that's the thing. Birthdays don't matter anymore.
No,
because I'm
32. Who gives?
Dude, exactly. I remember my 30th. Mm-hmm. I was with you. We woke up in Denver, got on a 4-hour plane, and then I think I was like, well, I'm not going to take a cab. I didn't make enough money in Denver to take a cab. Yeah. I'm going to take a 2-hour train ride from LaGuardia.
That's what it is. We're just adult men.
Yeah, and it's like, this is how, and I think I rang it in with a joint.
Dude, I think I still follow the Patton Oswalt rules of birthdays.
It's up until 25?
Yeah, or something like that. And then you get a birthday for your 30th. And then a birthday for your 40th.
Yes.
For your 50th.
Yes.
That's it.
I think I got to make up. And I made up for the 30th because I turned 31 in Brussels.
Yeah.
And that was a whole thing. So,
that's a whole fucking thing.
Yeah, man.
That's a really cool trip.
That was, but that wasn't the reason I went. So, and then you just hung out at home, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Did you eat anything fun?
My roommates got me a little cake.
Ooh.
Chowed down on that. Had part of a rotisserie chicken.
Where are you getting rotisserie chicken?
There's a place by my train station that sells little rotisseries.
Is it
also,
good?
the grocery store by my house. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I've been looking for... I found a good rotisserie spot, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it off.
Okay, hell yeah.
But yeah, okay, sick. So, did you listen to any tunes on your birthday that really fucking stood out?
Oh, man. I mean, I listened to that Chromosomes track a lot that you hated. But I
don't want to hate it. I just don't get it.
And I can't... Okay, so... Dude, I've been listening to this song a lot just because I like the beat. If I'm being honest, it's like all the rappers are, so time out. This is Big Subwoofer, and it's like Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, E40, and Too Short. And it's so funny because you listen to it, and it's like the raps are dated, bro.
Sure.
They just are. These are just old guys rapping, and it's a little bit behind the times.
I like that, though.
You can still like it some, but, dude, this beat is undeniably cool.
Do you know who produced it?
Like, see, that's a good question. Mount Westmore is what it says, which means I think that's the name of.
That's the name of the group, right?
Yeah, all them together. I should know who produced it. That would have been a good thing to know.
That's all right. Let's just hear it.
Oh, I found out about this from a comedian named Herschel. Fuck, I forget his last name. Shit, but he just had it on a show poster post.
Herschel in New York? Or?
Mm-hmm. He had it on a show poster post. And I was like,
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
bro.
Oh, just play it. I like this.
Yeah, you can just ride with
This is way more. Yes. Oh yeah. You can just ride, but you can also. This is daytime hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, this is like Palm. This
you can
is
start
LA.
your day with this, baby.
This is. You know what, dude? I see myself getting into the car. I think this could be a very fun music video.
All right, here we go.
It's the
Set it up.
It's got to be a white guy going to work.
Okay.
White guy, maybe a missionary style looking dude. You know, a Mormon.
You're already
and
so off.
So hold on. Just imagine this video. Hang on.
Clark is punching his radio right now. Okay, no, I'm with
Clark, I dare you to
this
hit
is a
me.
good fake out. Okay.
So all right, so yeah, Mormon missionary like outfit, short white sleeve, button down, black tie. He's got a thermos of coffee.
I'm really liking the juxtaposition of the imagery in this
exactly.
song.
He's going into like a 99 Camry. Okay, it's a shit car.
Oh.
Drive it, and this is playing, and then as soon as the hats come in, unlike the that's when the car pulls up, and it's who's this guy?
I think the first guy coming in is E40.
E40? It's E40 looking over at this fucking nerdy looking dude. He's got tape on his glasses. Like he's a bitch. Okay? And E40 looking over. And I don't know what happens next. I haven't thought this far ahead.
What the fuck, man? I thought you were gearing up for a fake out. I thought the beat was going to
fake out.
I thought the beat was going to come in and this car transforms into a spaceship or something.
No, I thought maybe there was a race about to happen.
Or maybe he's like driving to actually do a robbery.
No,
like
there's going to be a race and E40 is about to like kick his ass in this drag race.
Why doesn't he win the drag race? And then E40's like, respect.
I just don't see it happening that way.
I'm so critical of you.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry,
okay.
Max.
It's okay.
Is it, man? Is it?
I thought so.
All you do is you sit here, you listen to me talk nice about my grandma, and then I shit on you for getting too high, and I shit on your descriptions, and I know you want it for the pod. I know you want it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I don't know how much I like it, but part of me does like it. Part of me does like being mean to you.
You can't be mean.
I don't want to be.
Then don't be. It's your choice.
Shut up.
All right.
Sorry.
I got a song for you.
Good.
You all right?
No.
Oh, buddy. You
I'm
want
ready.
some water?
What's your song?
You know what? Yeah,
okay.
You know, I got a song. You know the song Didn't I? Even before you play it, do you know this song?
Didn't I?
Yeah.
Didn't I? That one?
No.
Okay.
This is a song, and this is just about a man who's trying to figure, didn't I treat you right?
Oh.
And I'm thinking, I'm thinking over here, like, Michael, didn't I just give you some fucking, yeah.
Didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and play it.
Oh, this is sampled a lot, too.
Yeah. This you hear in
Big
every
Sean
fucking...
samples it in a really cool song. Ooh, I'll play that next.
You hear this in, like, just every commercial.
Oh, yeah. I hope this man's making money off this fucking song.
He better be. It's weird. I put this version on because I like this version better, but the other version...
Oh,
so here's my question, Michael. Didn't I treat you right?
You've always treated me.
So then why the aggression,
I don't know, man. I just feel pulled in a bunch of different directions right now, Max.
I get it, man. You're going through a big time.
I know. Fuck.
Yeah, I heard this, and you know, I'd never known what it was or what it was called. I had to do a Shazam on it.
Oh, you love a good Shazam.
Got this one in a Shazam from that store last night.
Oh.
Yeah, the store we did the show at.
Yeah.
And shout out to Select Stock.
I don't know.
I think it's called Select Stock. I bought this hat there.
Oh, you bought that hat there? Did you get there before the show started?
No. I hung out till the end of it.
Oh,
and,
cool.
Dude, he was hooking comics up. He was like, if you want anything, you know, I'll give you a disc. I was like, fuck it. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. So shout out to Select Stock on 12th Street. 13th Street. Yeah. Great place. Good people.
Or maybe 12th. Shit.
Anyways, that's where I heard this song. And boy, do I love it.
It's a great track, my friend.
So wait, what is he sample? What is it sampled in? What Big Sean song? It's sampled
in a Big Sean song, The Outro, which I used to really like. Me and Dedrick really liked it back in Atlanta. Outro, yeah. Why you wanna leave me, baby? Wow.
I like this. I definitely like the original way better.
What do you think of the rap as it comes in? We can't stay on it too long.
Okay, now why you wanna go and do that? Sometimes I say that I'm the best. I guess I had to do that. You know I had to cop that mansion on the hill and pull that. You know I don't rely on A-balls.
No, I never pulled that.
I don't hate this at all.
There we go.
Yeah, that's definitely hitting me a little bit.
Here we go. Well, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, toss it in there.
Toast.
So I guess then I've got one more.
Okay. What do you got?
So, I've been trying so hard to like get myself into just finding new music. That's maybe been the hardest part of this podcast.
Yeah, it's finding.
It's like
shit.
Undeniably difficult.
At a point, you have to Shazam. You have to like, dude. If I'll stop somewhere and be like, oh, what's that? I need to know what this is because I like it.
Not only do I like it, but it's like, God, I don't want to come here with some like old bullshit.
Yeah.
But I have been racking my brain and shit. And I remember during the quarantine, Twitey, my old roommate, he had like a playlist that dude, there are songs that used to drive me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because I heard him listening to them so much.
Right.
But now I'm like thinking back, like I kind of miss it.
Yeah.
Like it really is a warm blanket. And this is one, I didn't know what it was called until like yesterday when I was looking it up. It's I Got a Sadness I Can't Kick. By, what's the band called?
Manhattan Murder Mystery.
I love this fucking song.
I'm going to be honest, when you sent me this song...
Did you listen to it or did you just read it?
It was right after I had told you about my grandma passing away, and you sent me a song, I Got a Sadness I Can't Kick, and the cover looks like a grandma-looking person. So
God, I didn't put that together at all.
I know, I realized after I listened to it, but at first I was like, this is a little tasteless. I was like, I'm not like super sad. She was really old. I thought you were trying to connect. I was like, this is such a weird move. Because the cover, if you guys go look at the cover, it looks like a weird grandma or a fucking 23-year-old guy that lives in Bushwick.
Yeah. I heard, I like found this song and I was like, this is kind of the garagey thing you've been listening to.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, dude, I think you might. Didn't even cross my fucking mind.
I said, okay, well,
yeah, no, I just thought you would dig this.
Well.
And I feel like this is now the vocals that you're digging lately. Am I wrong?
Let's see. I don't know.
No.
Well, this reminds me. Who's this remind me of?
This reminds me of Titus Andronicus.
No. But the singing is like, who's the big star? New Jersey.
Springsteen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Damn, did you not know who Bruce Springsteen?
I couldn't pull it. He wasn't a big part of my life. Sorry.
Just doing anything for you? Really? All right, well, I really like this. They might be from New Jersey. They're probably from Manhattan if they're called Manhattan Murder Mystery. Or I guess that's just the name.
Yeah.
I don't know. They do sound like they're from Jersey. They sound like Titus Andronicus, who is from Jersey.
Word.
Do you ever listen? Have you ever listened to them?
I don't think
Titus?
so.
We'll do them on another episode because I think you'll either hate it or fucking love it.
That'll be fun. Which way will it go?
Which way?
All right. I've been getting more down with... Did I put this song in? How many songs have I played you? 3?
2? You with 3?
Oh, wait. Because I showed you Big Subwoofer.
Right.
All right. Well, let me play you one more.
Yeah.
Just stuff I've Shazammed recently.
Please.
Where at the place I go to for breakfast, they play a lot of reggae that I'm really into. This is Johnny Big Mouth.
Breakfast spot?
Yeah. Johnny Big... it was a coffee spot, but now I can sort of afford breakfast there. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow. That's the real...
Big changes,
I think that's how you have to, like, gauge your tax bracket is when does a coffee shop become a breakfast spot? When it becomes
when
a breakfast.
When you're dropping money on.
When you can afford breakfast, all of a sudden you've jumped up a tax bracket.
This is true.
Yeah. Wow, good for you, man. Congrats.
I'm eating a damn salmon and halloumi salad, dude.
Fish?
Smoked salmon. Smoked salmon and halloumi, dude. We know smoked salmon's a cheaper little thing going on, right?
No,
it is pricey. Okay,
it's so expensive. That's like the most expensive bagel topping.
It's not the cheapest salad, I'll tell you that.
Have you been to like Russ and Daughters?
No,
dog.
Should I start? I should start seeing places.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I go there for breakfast. Not very often, ever. But it's right across the street from. I'm there all the time.
Oh, great. See you there.
If you want to get breakfast there sometime.
Where is it?
Lower East Side.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's an old Jewish place.
Ooh.
So it's like, I mean, it's insane. You're paying like $22 for a piece of fish and a bagel. But it's really fucking good.
All right. See you there. This is Johnny Big Mouth by Don Carlos.
I love this. I already fucking love this.
Sure.
Who is this?
Don Carlos.
Dude, I love this. Hell yeah, man.
Whoa,
this is great. This is great, man. Fuck. So another thing that we do, every song that we play is available in the master playlist.
That's right.
We don't toot this enough. At the bottom of the episode notes, you get there's a little link to a Spotify playlist. You get this episode's and the entire playlist. It's great. I listen to it all the time. Legitimately.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I mean, dude, that fucking rips.
Right?
Yeah, what?
Sorry?
No, well, is that?
No, it was a mistake.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Where are we at time-wise?
We're about ready, but I just want to recap one more time. You didn't know who the fuck Bruce Springsteen was?
I just couldn't pull it. Sorry.
The boss.
I saw him once. When I was working at Dover Street Market, he came in.
What?
We gave him a free apple. He ate it. He ate the apple. I surely have told you this.
No!
Does Bruce matter that much to you?
I mean, I really fucking love Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
He didn't matter to me as much as a kid,
right.
But I really fucking fell in love with him, like his music when I was like 18.
Yeah, yeah.
Like really living in Atlanta, like when I was first, like I'm driving around, I'm like trying to figure out who the fuck I am, wanting to leave the city. So I wanted to move out of Atlanta so fucking bad. And now I like.
How old were you when you moved?
25.
25.
And it was like I really wanted to get the fuck out of there, and Bruce was that for me.
Hell yeah.
It was. Yeah, I love Bruce Springsteen. I really fucking love Bruce. I can't believe it. Well, we should do an episode on Bruce.
We can do that.
Anyway, we have one called Bruce. It's not.
We do, but it has nothing to do with our
the boss. No, none. All right,
gang.
So one more time, thanks for listening. Make sure to go check out the Patreon. We've got all kinds of cool stuff there. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, the whole shit. And, Michael, if you got any jams you want to take us out on?
Let's see what this is.
This one we've definitely had. I don't mind. I love this one though. I love watching you get into a flow state. I never comment on it, but your eyes straight up go different when you start flowing.
Got big old balls, big old dog. Motherfucker know that, y'all get on board. If you wanna get down, we can afford that. Motherfucker know that came to bounce back. It's the big old diggy. Hanks found the briggy. If a motherfucker wanna come down and get jiggy with it, it's the old school Will Smith type style. Smack Chris Rock in the face and going buck wild. If a motherfucker come to the function time, yeah, I got the same about the function time. The motherfucker don't know when the gumption come. If a motherfucker came in a bunch of run, yeah, bunch of fun, bunch of mine, yeah, motherfuckers know that I'm back to mine. I'm Aquaman, I'm boxing fire, yeah, motherfuckers know that I'm quick with fire, and you don't know how to judo, so I'm about to judo throw the
Oh, I have a new
judo
show
folk.
starting April 11th in Planet Showbiz in Manhattan. If you want to come out, it's going to be called Family Hall.
It's called Family Hall. Yeah, whip, bring the ham hock, twist the thick, break tip the bambach. Yeah, I got got the hammock in the motherfucker know the van. I've been in Atlanta, can't stand it. Big fan, that man, I've been it. Yeah, Dantana's quick with the fan of that motherfucker came by to see me in the van.
Every city has a steakhouse called Dantana's.
That's right, Dantana's and do. Dana's a boo. Motherfuckers, Dana's a booze, Brandon's a boo, bounce out, bounce the boo, out the booze, baby, I'm copping the boo, jocking the do. Everybody wanting the tube, bottom the boo. Better turn on the tube, check it out. Animal control, don't help. Step the phone and pip out.
Every
Watch
Thursday on Fox.
You can also catch it on Hulu. Watch it anytime. Download all the episodes and listen to us in your car. While you walk.
While you fight with your partner.
While you fight with your partner. Remember, you got boys right here.
Mm-hmm. We're always on your side.
That's right.
Even if you both listen, we're on your side.
We're on your side if you listen to us.
There's definitely no couples that listen to this.
Maybe don't count us out.
Okay.
Okay, for the lovers.
For the fighters.
That's right, for the mothers.
For the daughters.
For the biters.
For the teethers.
For the nikers. I'ma get the brown one, sick of the bounce on Pippa the bound. Yeah, who brown the cow? Best the big bound while bit of the sound. Yeah, it's about that. Okay.
No! Oh. I thought you had it. All right.
Thanks,
guys.